Good morning. Welcome to Friday, the 26th of April. This is RLTW Strategies, and we are going to trade the PCI data this morning. And before I get that, let's look at what news releases are going to come out today. So we got personal income, personal spending, PCI index or PCE index, year over year, core PCE index, and then core year over year, and then consumer sentiment at 10. So that's what we have today. Here's Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Amazon. I'm going to be watching those as well as the ES, and I got gold as well. Sometimes I look at both of them as they're trading, so we'll monitor the ES. This is the pop-up from after hours and Globex session. We stayed in this range during Globex session. So what does that move? 130 to about 30 points. And during this move, right, during this consolidation range, we have this area right here that we're going to need to break today in order for us to continue to go higher. Let's go ahead and put the 50% line real quick. Only because I like to see it as a gauge of what the sentiment is. If it's going to continue to go down, we're going to stay below this 50% range, hit the bottom of this level, and then bounce back up. And then this was a level from the other day, and look where we bounced on it. We bounced on it at 0.5 this morning, and we breached it. The VWAP and point of control is at the 50% area of this range, of this Globex range. We had a parallel channel going up from 1930 at 7:30 in the evening to 02 this morning, almost 03 this morning, and it broke the parallel channel and it came down this way on a parallel channel downwards. And as you can see, it broke it at 0545, and we are on a small parallel channel, but now we're in this little consolidated range before PCE gets released at 8:30. So let's go ahead and move to the trading monitor and look at what we got going on for the NASDAQ. So we're going to go ahead and remove all the drawings. All right, let's get rid of pivot points while we're charting. Look at this double top that we're at. I'm going to put a heavy level there because we seem to be in this area of resistance almost. And let's go light pink, and we've got all-time high, always marking in blue. And then this was what day was that? Tuesday's low. I'm gonna want to put Tuesday's low in there. My mouse is a bit sensitive right now. Okay, so we got Tuesday's low. We got Tuesday's low, and then we got this. This is the daily, so a good buy area. I do not think we're going to drop down to 1600s. If anything, worst case scenario, we're dropping here and going back up. That's what I see happening. Dropping in this area and going back up. If we end up dropping below 1700s. That's 700 point movement. We already moved, Jesus. We moved from 18,600 down to 17,130. Now we're back at the 50%, almost 50% retracement from the drop from March 25th to, that's about 30-day drop. All right, and we bounce back up. We could reject off this and continue to go down to here, or we could bust through it, hit that, come down, and then go higher. Long term, we're gonna go higher. Short term, we may be consolidating, which if we are on the short term, I'm gonna go ahead and draw a daily trend up, okay? And you can see a parallel channel forming right here, possibly, right? You got, if you put another parallel channel here connecting those two, you got a parallel channel. I should just draw the parallel channel. But if you take this and put it here, you can see a parallel channel forming, okay? Which means we come down to here, bounce back up, and keep going like this on the daily. The 4 hour, smaller time frame, all right? We got some levels we're gonna hit. We have a zone here. I don't want to get too crazy with the lines, but we got an inefficiency zone here that we could possibly hit today. All right, we have an inefficiency zone. And you got the 50% line, and that's like, we're gonna hit that immediately, probably today, depending on how good the reports are, right? Got this top area, and then we got this other inefficiency zone here that is quite possible we're gonna hit. And that inefficiency zone lines up, I'm just gonna move that line to the 50% area of this large area, which coincides with all these bounces and touches, right? Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, almost right there, and then we bust through it. So this is going to be a major area, I believe, that we may bounce off today. Is this area right here? And I say that only because how many times we bounced off it as we were coming down, as price was coming down. And I'm going to draw this intermediate trend down. Okay, it's something I think we're gonna hit. We got 1, 2, 3. As we move up, we could hit this 4 before a major downturn to here. What else do I see here on the 4 hour? That's it on the 4 hour. 2 hour, how much is that point movement? 727, 250 point movement. Man, we could hit that today. Ain't no problem hitting that. We dropped almost 300 points in pre-market yesterday. We could climb 300 points today depending on the PCE data that gets released. Quite possible. We could fill this gap right here. That's a possibility. And that gap is the same high as Friday at 08, right? Look at that. So we hit, came down, and then, you know, if you drew this line out, it's from this buy area where these buyers came in. And that range is 50% area. So that could be a bounce point. Everything's probability, nothing's guaranteed, okay? When you're charting, you're trying to gauge the probability of how price is going to move at a certain point in time. Depending on, you know, press releases, earnings, international news. So nothing is guaranteed. That's why some people think it's gambling. But you're basing your thesis off of the probability of how price will react at a level. At least that's what I believe. If this was easy, Jesus, man. Won't everybody be doing this as an occupation if it was easy? So, we have as we get closer to this trend, 1, 2, 3 touches, we could touch it 4th time before blowing through, or we could bounce off it. We could trade in consolidation. We could we could do some huge movements during PCI data at 8:30 in 8 minutes. As we adjust, we're gonna bounce. We could bounce in between between these two trend lines, right? We can reach up to this inefficiency area, come back down, hit this buy block area from back here, right? And we could see, and that's another thing we can see right here, right? If you drew a line from this point down to here, you have a bearish flag pattern forming on the 2 hour. All right, you got a parallel channel forming on the 1 hour. These are all just like hypotheticals, right? This huge downtrend got broke here. Now we have these large ranges going back up until we break that parallel channel. And I know I say parallel channels, but I mean, possibly a parallel channel, right? So we will see. I'm going to be done charting this today. If we break above this thing, we could go higher or reject off this trend line. Possibilities, all-time high. All right, so depending on PCI data, that's what we're going to look out for. And got this pre-market consolidation. Globex consolidation before PCE data. All right. We are on the account reviews. We are not that far away from passing our combines if we maintain our trading, right? So this is the my lowest account that I have right now. 95. So the other two accounts are at 156. So number 12 is at 156, and we only have to go to 9,000 only. And my 55 account, we only have to go to 9,000. So 2,700 here. You need to make 2,700 on that account. Almost 3,000 on that account, and then we're just going to focus on watching this account as we trade today, and hopefully we could maintain our profits, stay disciplined, try not to move my stops too soon, but depending on how the market's moving, that's going to be really hard for me to do because I need to build up more confidence on being able to watch the movement of my thesis of at the point of when I enter the trade and where I think the price is going to go once I enter the trade, either long or short. So that's what we're going to watch out for. As you can see, we are starting to break this consolidated range. I'm going to go listen to Market Clubhouse on the TV during the CPI data. I'll try to have it down low enough to where doesn't interfere with the market. So trading. All right, I might just trade it on the paper account during the CPI data. We're 1 minute away. It's my play down here for a buy, or during release we're going to bounce back up. 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Make sure I'm not in positions. It may drop. News is release. I don't know what it is yet. Buy. Let's buy here. Up 1400. Come back buy. Put a stop in. Look at that. If we traded that, we would have look at that. We would have been finished our accounts today. Might just wait. I don't have a good feeling. I think because I'm so close to passing those combines. So on the paper account, we did fairly well. We're still in that zone, right? We didn't break outside that consolidation zone, so we may be dropping today. I think we may retest that high at open and come back down. This is what we're going to observe. We got ES, watching the 4 of the 7, and then I got my trading window with the trade of 8, copy trading, my 3 accounts from yesterday. We'll keep those here. I'll observe the smallest of the 3, and then this is my paper trade on trading view. We're breaking through this bottom area. We got to break this area to continue going lower. 9 o'clock liquidity's coming in 10 minutes, 12 minutes. All right, so it's pre-market session. I went ahead, I saw the market dropping during pre-market at 9. I went ahead and did a short. I didn't start with my stop loss at break even. I moved it up, and it's about $400 up, and I immediately got stopped out. Starting the day, -30.80. All right, so as I'm making breakfast, I see it retesting because I'm watching it on my phone. So I ended up with another short position, expecting it to drop, and I got stopped out again for $800 loss. We're already down almost $900 starting off the day. So we're starting off the day in the negative. So we got to be aware of that mindset and try not to try to recover those losses, but just try to trade smart. Just try to trade smart. We're at the 50% consolidated range on the ES. We're not at the 50% range on the NASDAQ. All right, we're back down to where I lost $300 and $800, total of $800. 2 trades so far. Both losses. We're down at that same level. We could be bouncing at this level. So I think we may be filling the gap. We just got to be patient, maybe wait for a move back up to here to short. We got market opening in 15 minutes. We could see a huge drop right before open, and then a pop back up, closing out all those shorts, and then drop back down. So capital preservation, we're already down 800 on 3 accounts. We just got to trade smart and be patient and try not to trade the open. Wait for price to settle. We got another news report coming out at 10, so we're going to be patient on that and watch that at 10, and kind of just don't get greedy, don't get FOMO, don't be impatient. and trade conservatively. It is Friday. We had a huge pump up yesterday, right? We come down to here, definitely. So let's see. We got a point of control here. We could come down to the point of control. Right. So we come down here and bounce back up. Something. We got the consolidated box. We also have a downward channel. So if we break the top parallel channel, we could bounce back up to here, or we could continue going down until we hit this line and then break the channel upward. Downward parallel channels have a significant probability of going to the upside. Upward parallel channels have a significant probability of going down. So, and we could just trade in this downward consolidation until it reaches an inflection point and breaks it to the upside. That could be next week. That could be by Wednesday. Seem like we're rejecting this level. Possibly on the 3-minute. We got Nvidia coming down, Microsoft coming down. We could break this to the downside. I already got just. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because we are in the center of the parallel channel. Triple top. Could be a triple top. 1, 2, 3. $500, $1,000. See, look at that. Chop me up. You could have chopped me up. Be patient. Be patient, because this action right here is just brutal. 6 minutes. Man, Apple dropped huge, spiked up to 1760, dropped down to 170 flat. Amazon dropped down below the VWAP. We got Microsoft below the VWAP, Nvidia below the VWAP. Nvidia is trying to break above the VWAP. We got Apple just dropped below the VWAP. So this could be a pop up before a drop, possibly. 3 minutes, market order book is getting cleared out. Word of the game, patience. Stay patient, man. Apple just cratered. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. ES breaks below this line, heading to this line, I might short. Man, it's too early to short though, because it could pop up at open. Breaking the parallel channel. You could bounce back up, hit here, bounce here, and break down. It's too early to get. I was short here, stopped out. I would have lost my account if I didn't put a stop loss in. We should have re-entered. I was debating on it at this level. There's the ES drop below that purple line, but it did it too soon. I wanted this to happen during market open. So, we got 1 minute. We're back in the parallel channel, so Nvidia just dropped. Nvidia just dropped down here. It might be a down day. And this level right here is a good short. Scared. Damn.
Rejected. Filled.
Too scared. Microsoft dropped hard. So is Apple. So I didn't cut this out because I wanted to show you, because of my losses this morning, I moved my stop down and look at the market testing the area that I got stopped out at, and then it drops. Damn. And we were short. Oh well. Oh well. Bounce here. Jesus. Yep, that was a trade. Here we go. Still in the trade. Here we go. All right. 2600. That was the trade. That was the trade. $3,400 on that trade times 3 accounts. So we passed one XFA. I'm gonna go ahead and rearrange this. I gotta get back. All right, so we need to remove 55. Remove 55, that account is good. All right, now let's go ahead and try to pass this account. We're $300 away. 12 and this one we're up 2,600. All right, so just be patient. Pass one XFA. Let's wait to see what happens. We got Nvidia came down to the VWAP, Apple, Microsoft. at the VWAP. We may come back down to here, or we may come back down to here. So there's that first level I think we're going to get to. Look at that. I would have passed. Let's see if it breaks through. Retouching VWAP. Coming back down to here. We break through. We touched it. Apple's moving up. Microsoft's moving back down. ES is bottom of the consolidation box. We're at the point of control. We're touching the EMA. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we break the VWAP. If we break the VWAP, Apple's moving up a little bit. Microsoft is down. Amazon's down. Microsoft's coming down. Microsoft's going up.
Stop filled.
We're gonna drop. Man, I was long, dang it. Here we go, here we go. Are we gonna go back up?
Filled.
Come on. Oh, that's right, the Michigan number. Come on. Let me get out of this. Let me get out of this.
Stop filled.
I had to get out.
Filled.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Filled.
Patient. Patient. Two terrible trades. Whew. Up 160. Up 160 on these two accounts. I'm gonna wait till the sentiment comes out. ES is gonna bounce off the EMA. We're gonna bump into the EMA above on the NASDAQ, but the ES is above the EMA. NASDAQ's below the EMA. We could bust below the EMA on the ES and get rejected off the EMA on the NASDAQ. So 228 is where the EMA is on the NASDAQ. ES has to bounce off the EMA for us to continue going up. This is just chopping right here. We're touching the VWAP again. rejected off the VWAP. ES looks like it rejected. We may climb right before the data gets released at 10. We have all day, man. We have all day. We're up 168 on 2 combines. We passed one XFA already. We passed one combine for an XFA. So we just need to stay positive on these 2 combines and we'll be good for Monday. Just be patient. Just be patient. ES is touching the VWAP. We are on the VWAP. Point of control is at the 50% area of the morning consolidation. We have this inefficiency and then we have a gap fill to here, to that green box. So we're watching the 15-minute. Look at that. Reject, reject, reject. All at the 50% line. Nvidia is moving up. Looks like we're going to be dropping, or we're just faking people out for a drop. Price is getting accepted probably. Volume is slowing down because everyone's waiting for the data to get released, I believe. Here we go. Here we go. So on the paper account, I'm trading the break of this VWAP. If it continues going up, that's my target, right below this blue line. Nvidia just skyrocketed, and I got a $1,500 loss if it closes me out, which looks like it's probably going to close me out. I don't know, we're bouncing right here. We could break through it though. Nvidia is dropping. Got 10 minutes before the market data. Breaking out of the parallel channel. Man, I should have went in. Damn it. See if it pulls back. We're up 200 points already this morning. We don't want to get FOMO. Alright, so right now we could have passed our combine. Our second combine if we went in long. I'm waiting for the pullback. We got 5 minutes before the sentiment gets released. Here's the reversal, possibly at this level. We're still inside that consolidation range for both the NASDAQ and the ES. Here's the ES. We just slightly about to break above it. We got resistance up here. We could reject down the VWAP and come back up. Nvidia, Microsoft, Google's all going up. We got this rejection level again, which is 826. We got sentiment coming out. 2.5 minutes. So we have a upside down, what is it called? The candlestick on the ES, upside down lollipop, which is a base for continued movement up for the ES. So I'm going to go ahead and go, oh, I went in a short position. I'm going to go ahead and go for a buy position for continued up movement, and I'll show you the trade on the paper account. Here we go right here. So this is the candle I saw, that red candle. I went in and bought, and then I'm going to get out right before we hit these tops right here. Hopefully it spikes up, knocks me out, $1,200 profit. That's what I'm looking for on the ES. And we got the morning high at 827. Microsoft's coming down. It's 30 seconds for the Chicago sentiment. I'm gonna go ahead and put my stop in for the ES at $750. Rejecting off of that consolidated range, maybe 10 seconds. Okay, data is released. We're dropping.
Field. Upfield. Upfield.
Up 600. Up 600. I'm watching. ES is moving up. Apple's moving up. And we might pull back down here. Jesus. Down to 777. Busting through on the ES. I'm gonna move my stop. Got stopped out. Here we go. Here's the drop. Microsoft is pulling back. Goodbye here. Oof. Let's see if it breaks. I would have bought here. Put my stop in. I would have got stopped out. ES is going. ES is going. ES is above the box. We haven't broke the consolidation box on the NASDAQ yet, so we're still waiting for that to break. Microsoft is pulling back a little bit. Apple's pulling back a little bit. NVIDIA, BS is shooting.
Failed. Rejecting.
Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Upfield.
All right. Up 1700 right now. 1700 on 2 accounts. Just wait and be patient. I saw the ES break, so I got into position. We're almost about to break outside of that consolidation box into the inefficiency zone. So we could pop up. NVIDIA's moving up. Amazon's moving up. ES just skyrocketed. It's coming close. We have an hour before the 11 o'clock hour. It's 10 o'clock right now. 30 minutes into trading. We're up at 1700 on 2 accounts, and we passed an XFA. We made 3,000 on that, and up 1700 on 2 accounts right now. So
We broke through, but we rejected the bottom of that inefficiency zone. So we could pull back down to the VWAP or the upper Bollinger Band. So the parallel channel is null and void because we broke out of it. Now we have a double top at this purple line. Blue line, sorry. Microsoft looks like it's turning around. We may be bottoming out at 407.95. Microsoft may pop up to 410, retest its high. Not its high. Its high is at 413, but this could be a rejection point. It depends on how big this red candle is going to be on the 5-minute. ES is turned into a red candle. There's one leg down on the 5-minute. Touch the upper Bollinger Band. Let's see if we can drop one more time. We have 3 minutes left on that candle. We hit the Bollinger Band. ES is dropping. I think 65. Looking for a continuation to the downside. Nvidia turned it around. I think that's as low as we're gonna go. Right here. Apple's turning around. Double top on the ES. Bounced off the EMA on the ES. I should have got into it. Turn off Topstep TV. It's messing with my. They're expecting to pull back down to here. It only pulled down to here. Apple's climbing. We may pop up to the 50% area of the inefficiency zone, or we could do another pullback to grab liquidity at the top of the consolidated box. We could pull back down to this line. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to reject. Nvidia still climbing. Apple still climbing. Microsoft still climbing. Possibly have a change of structure happening at the ES, where I drew that resistance level right here. Oh, this candle was almost going to be red. Let's see what we're going to do. We could retest its high, and then we could reject and fill the gap, possibly. It's Friday, so people are going to. I feel like people are going to push the market up, trap a lot of longs in, and then it's going to drop. Remember I said that the market has two significant movements throughout the day. So this was one, right? This is one. And then we're going to hit this top, and then we're going to pull back. We got the 50% area. I'm going to go ahead and draw that in on the... Look at the 15-minute. Wow. We may reject right there. We're in the resistance area zone on the ES. Here we are in the ES. Amazon, Apple's climbing at 170. Microsoft's at the VWAP. Nvidia may be rejecting. I'll let you know when the ES gets rejected off of that resistance block. We hit the all-time high. We hit Thursday's high and rejected off Thursday's high, which is right here. We could retest it. Which looked like we're going to retest it. That's the 50% area up here. So we retested it, we're pushing it up, where ES is about to bust through the resistance zone. Now we're going to be hitting a bunch of stops up here. we're going to be hitting a bunch of stops. 263 points right now. We could reject up here at this 50% area. We're still in the resistance zone on the ES. We're in the middle of it. We could bounce off this high area. Apple's at 170.94. Nvidia is at 862. Microsoft is still below 410. We may reject right here. If Microsoft can't break up, Apple's just turning first red candle on Apple, possibly waiting for it to close, and we're busting stops. Busting stops, pushing it up. Busting stops, busting stops. I think we're going to rotate back down. I think it's the time we're going to rotate back down. I'm going to go ahead and put a short position in. This could be the next significant movement down. Let's wait for a pop back up to this high. Oh, catching bids. Jesus.
Field. Topfield.
All right, $2,200 in 2 accounts on that move up, that push up. I saw it building. I was watching Apple. Microsoft was pushing back. We're going to pull back to here, I think. I think we're going to shoot back up one more time. I'm going to go ahead and close out of my short position on the paper account. That could have grabbed liquidity to move down. But Nvidia is strong. I'm going to buy right here. Going back up to the 50% area. Let's see if we make it. Let's see if we make it. Switch my position. Microsoft's going up. Nvidia's still going up. Nvidia just shot up. Buying liquidity. And it's going to pop up right here. Bought liquidity down here. And now it's moving up. Apple's starting to come back down, so this could be the last move up before it gets rejected, and it might reject hard at this point. And put my stop down there. I'm going to go ahead and close it, the target, profit target. Nope, I think we're rejecting. I think we're about to reject. Or we're building a base, a consolidated base. We could build a consolidated base here. I'm going to wait. That could be a rejection point there. We could possibly start dropping. Let's wait for a red candle on the 5. Oh, we're looking at the 15 minute. Let's wait for a red candle on the 5 minute. We could be rejecting or buying back up. Do I buy here? See what happens. See what happens. If I bought down here, I was expecting to buy because of this candle. It's the second time we tested down at this level. I was about to buy, and we could have finished our second combine today. Microsoft could be turning around. We're getting buyers at the VWAP, pushing it up a little bit. If we go to 412, we're going to shoot up. Here we go. This could be another buy area right here. But we could drop hard and quickly down here. Just retesting this low again. Nvidia looks like it's starting to turn around. Apple's I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Failed.
Woo! And it's dropping. I got in at the third time it touched, and then it started to drop. That could have blown my account right there if I didn't move my stop up. Okay, so the next level that it's gonna go could be down here. We could drop all the way down to here. Man, Microsoft is going up.
Failed.
Microsoft's turned around hard. Apple's turning around. Man, Microsoft is turning around. Man, Microsoft's spiked up. Let me see. This is why I want to go long. Microsoft just had this huge spike up. All right. If we stay above 858 on Nvidia, we're going to continue going up. If we stay above 170.50 on Apple, we're still going up. And if we maintain this previous high area on this dotted line, we're going to go up. Buy right here. Let's do the paper account buy. Paper account buy. This could be a bullish flag forming. Look at that range. Could come back down to here to 810. Oh, we're reversing. Let's go do a short. Let's do a short. I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop. I think we're dropping. We're in a consolidated range. It is 8:30. At 10:30, we're in a consolidated range. I'll show you the consolidated range. I'm drawing it on the ES right now. This is what I think our consolidated range is. It's going to be in yellow. Right here. We're going to be consolidating here until we either break through or break down. So that's what I'm watching on the ES. My short position got closed out. I feel like we're dropping. We're going to drop. But I won't know until we're touching the EMA on the ES. We're chopping. We're chopping and destroying people right now. Apple just shot up. Nvidia is consolidating. That would have been a good buy. Apple. Here we go. We may be dropping. This is the next move down, possibly. We may be breaking down. Here we go. We broke it on the ES. We could bounce back up.
Stop field.
All right, that was a quick 260. How much was that? I feel like we made more than that.
Field.
All right, I got out. We passed our second combine just now on that move downward. All right, we're up $3,500 on those two accounts. So I'm going to go ahead and move. Which one is this one? Get out. Make sure I'm out of positions. 12. I'm moving 12 out. And now I'm going to go ahead and close this out because there's no longer a point to have copy trading. This one's at, what the heck? No, that one's already done. All right, that's it. I'm done trading today. It's 5. I'm gonna go ahead and quick review. We passed this account 55. All right, $2,600 this morning. First couple trades, we're up 159. Number 12, we just passed. We made $3,500 on this one. That one's closed for a second XFA. And this is my third combine. We're up $3,500 for the day. We're at 156.1. So Monday we'll have 2 XFAs at around 11 o'clock in the afternoon. So we won't trade those XFAs on Monday. We'll start trading the XFAs on Tuesday, and we'll trade this combine, and I'll probably reset 2 more on Monday. So we could copy trade 3 combines with this one in that combine, and we'll trade the same as we did this last 2 days. And I'm telling you, it was from when I started to decide that I don't want to get caught up in the chop. I need to trust my movements and my decisions, and I've been playing that out. And as you guys see, I execute my trade either long or short, and once I move my stop, more times than not, right? I move my stop, I immediately get stopped out for a quick $100 profit, and it goes in the direction that I want it to go, and we miss out on profits. So I'm focusing on those 3 things. I'm focusing on the 2 significant movements in the morning session, and then I'm focusing on the 2 significant movements in the afternoon session, and that's it. We started pre-market trading today. We were down $800 on that data release at 8:30. We started off the day almost $900 in the negative, right? But we try not to get focused on trying to revenge trade, because I've been caught revenge trading, and I've been over leveraging when I'm revenge trading, because I want to make that profit back up and I want to make up my losses. So we have to focus on each trade as we start a new trade every time. A new trade, it's a new thesis, it's a new bias, it's a new everything each and every trade that you do. So with that, enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching.